Without Jordan Canada on the floor, this is not how Atlanta is going to look as the season goes on, playing with two bigs. I think they'll make some adjustments, but they are doing a good job playing with two bigs so far.
And there's Clark turning the corner, getting to the rim and drawing the foul.
Sue Blau did an excellent job on that. One of those points of emphasis was freedom of movement.
Brianna Jones off the mark on a three. She's hit 5 of those in her career. It's something that Carl Smesco's asking her to do more. Clark feet inside. It's Mitchell and Howard there to clean up.
Court.
Alicia Gray has it denied. Boston sends it back. Clark with numbers. Bounce pass Howard.
Pat allows Indiana to get on the break. Clark distributes to Howard, who runs. Situational defense will be better because they have all those things. I think that's a combination of why they're going to have a much better defensive effort.
There's Clark with a beautiful find inside. Misses on a 3 ball. There's Clark off to the races. Clark inside. Hull runs into traffic, flips it up, draws a foul.
The thing about Lexi Hull, she is in incredible shape. She understands her role, and this is an excellent 40.
Here to Atlanta. Dug themselves into an early hole here. Clark looking to get going. Oh, that's a deep 3. Clark being pounded by Howard, one of the best defenders in the league. Clark making her work. Bounce pass inside. Turner spins but can't finish underneath.
They are really making Caitlin Clark put the ball on the floor under duress.
Now Howard with numbers. Bounce pass ahead. Mitchell running the floor, lays it in.
Quick hitter in transition. You get the lob over the top.
Clark launches and draws the foul. One was from the logo. She'll try to earn it from the free throw line. Clark already with 5 assists.
Look at this pass right here. Puts it right where Kelsey Mitchell can catch it in stride and finish off the rim, off the glass. And then Ryan Howard in her landing spot.
And Clark knocks down all 3 at the line. Austin's been held to 4 points in the first half. Here is Clark, launches and hits.
She is so good at creating separation.
Spins and finishes, and now she's got the next one.
The other thing they're trying to speak into existence is 6 or 7 players averaging double figures. They believe it.
Backdoor pass there from Clark to Kelsey Mitchell.
Last season and into this year. Such a great backdoor cut.
Star duo came over in the offseason. Clark trying to shake Howard. Clark steps back and knocks it down. We talk about degree of difficulty on her shots here tonight.
That's the kind of screen I'm talking about.
Mitchell
right there.
Back for Clark and hits a 3.
That's what I'm talking about.
And Hull runs into a powerful screen from Jones. Clark comes up with a steal. Indiana within 4. Launch ahead. Hull had it
go over here and be wide open. Watch this right here. She takes Ryan Howard out. Howard's responsibility is not to let Caitlin.
5-second differential. Shot clock and game clock. Under 20 seconds to go in the first half. Atlanta has led for nearly the entirety of it. Fever are back within 4. Clark bouncing. Boston finishing.
Sitting courtside over behind Carl Smesco.
Mitchell with the steal. It's a 3-on-2. Clark back for Mitchell. She will launch and knock down a long 2. Well, one official called it a 2, one called it a 3.
And that gives Boston space to go one-on-one.
Griner turns it over. Clark comes up with the steal. Indiana gaining momentum. Clark the bounce pass. Turner is fouled. Clark from the mid-range connects for 2.
Just to know that she knocked down 47% from out there last year. She needs to look for those shots.
Here's Clark on the drive, being hounded behind the back. Boston has it. Shot clock down to 5 again, but Boston finishes. Got it to go. Difficult angle. Another second chance opportunity. Clark fire away and knocks down a 3.
Caitlin Clark going to work right here. Gets in the gap It's called gravity because she drags others with her, and Boston always makes herself available. And then right here, boy, you've grown to love watching it, and you can't get tired of watching it. Amazing.
That is just that signature Caitlin Clark shot. She will launch. Oh, yes! Indiana Members Credit Union winning combination is Boston to Clark. We've seen her hit some impressive shots over her short time in Indiana, Debbie. That is right up there with them.
Tight on Caitlin Clark.
Also just the second team foul of the quarter. Clark going behind the back on the drive. Bounce past Boston. On the larger Griner, and Boston draws the foul.
Single coverage. She's made some post moves tonight.
Clark working off an array of screens. Finds Mitchell. Side step. And knocks down a three. With the rebound. Indiana down by 6 with 1:50 to go. Clark turns on the Jets. Clark lays it in. The rebound. Indiana down by 4.
There's that drag screen.
Bouncing for Boston. Boston lays it in. It's a 2-point game.
The screen and the delivery. Griner in drop coverage, and Caitlin Clark puts it on the money.